Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Monday, April 17, reveals that Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, officially returned to work and found decorations to welcome her back. When Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, arrived, he formally met Dr. Evans and hoped for updates on Kayla Johnson, Mary Beth Evans. Alex explained how he thought he cost Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, the chance to say goodbye to her mom, but he was relieved to know that he hadn't, especially since Stephanie was the only woman he ever loved. Of course, Alex knew that Kayla had to be found before he could get his redemption. Marlena figured out that Alex might be hoping for a second chance with Stephanie as well. Although Alex offered to pay since this had turned into a therapy session, Marlena insisted that wasn't necessary. Alex didn't think he needed any further visits, but Marlena gave him her card, just in case he changed his mind. Later, Alex indeed gave Marlena a call and wanted to schedule an appointment with her. At Statesville on Monday's episode, Kristen DeMura, Stacy Hyduck, blew her top when Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, refused to accept her phone call. Megan Hathaway, Miranda Wilson, revealed herself as a new inmate soon after, so she got acquainted with her sister and dropped some hints. Kristen realized Thomas Banks, Eileen Davidson, wasn't Kayla's real kidnapper and suspected Megan was protecting someone else. Although Kristen assumed it couldn't be Stefano DeMura, Joseph Mascolo, or Bo Brady, Peter Reckel, since they were deceased, Megan pointed out that she was alive despite her own death. Kristen eventually guessed Bo might still be alive too, but Megan remained cagey before sauntering off to get settled in her new cell. At the townhouse on Monday's DOL show, Brady spoke to John Black, Drake Hodgeston, about Marlena's return to work and Stephanie's hypnosis memory related to Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston. Brady was concerned over what Stephanie and Chad DeMura, Billy Flynn, were walking into now that they had traveled to Greece. After Brady complained about Kristen's influence over Rachel Black, Finley Rose Slater, John warned that keeping them apart could cause Rachel to dig her heels in even further. Once Brady was alone, he finally accepted Kristen's next call. Kristen wanted to relay some news of utmost importance, so Brady seemed intrigued. In Athens, Stephanie arrived at the hotel with Chad and worried about Stephen Nichols, since she hadn't heard from him. Nearby, someone off-screen lurked and watched Chad leave with Stephanie. Hope Williams Brady, Christian Alfonso, was worried about Steve as well, so Bo finally sent a text from Steve that acted like he was busy comforting Stephanie. Hope and Harris Michaels, Steve Burden, were caught up in a romantic moment when Chad and Stephanie showed up at Harris' hotel room. That led to Hope mentioning Steve's text, so Stephanie was alarmed since she hadn't heard from her father at all. Stephanie feared that Steve might be in trouble, so Hope vowed to get answers at the police station where Steve was last seen. Later, Hope spoke to the police officer who had interacted with Steve and showed him a picture. The officer claimed that Steve was an imposter and that Shane Donovan, Charles Shaughnessy, took him away. Hope showed a pic of the real Shane and quickly realized the officer had been duped by someone posing as the ISA director. In the wine cellar on Monday's episode, Bo let Kayla and Steve know that he'd been out fishing for dinner. Steve threw a bowl of fish stew on Bo and tried to wrestle it away, but Bo eventually regained control of the situation. Bo warned not to pull anything like that again, but Steve didn't think Bo would actually pull the trigger. After Steve kept taunting him, Bo finally fired a shot at a wine bottle. Despite Steve and Kayla's attempts to get through to Bo about Hope, his children and grandchildren, he wanted to focus on building his empire. Kayla refused to work without a lab and the proper equipment, so Bo angrily vowed to get what she needed. Once Steve was alone with Kayla in the cellar, he suggested Bo wasn't as dangerous as he let on. Steve also held out hope that they'd be found soon. Before Beau could leave, he came face to face with Harris at the front door. Harris was helping with the search of Victor's properties, so he was surprised to see Beau at Victor's childhood home. At a warehouse on Monday's Day's episode, Chad and Stephanie showed up on their own search. After hearing a noise, Stephanie and Chad turned around to see a shocking sight off-screen. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Thomas Banks is the secret stalker, so a showdown with Chad and Stephanie is brewing. CDL will have other great Days of Our Lives spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your go-to DOL source. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Days of Our Lives Gossip YouTube channel for more update news.